name's Anna Whitworth, and I create horsehair pottery. The process of the horsehair pottery that I create is I start with a porcelain-based clay. I throw it on the pottery wheel. I bisque fire it once in the kiln, and it goes to the porcelain white color. I take the porcelain white pieces and I build an outdoor wood fire. In the wood fire, the temperature rises, the background hues come to color on the pottery, and as it rises to an extreme temperature, I pull it out of the fire. You lay the mane and tail hair on it, and it singes to the outside of the piece. The coarser the hair, the broader the line. So your tail hair is going to leave the heavier line, your mane hair is going to leave your lighter line. It's then a cleanup, a high polish, and a wax after that. It is an old Native American technique. The original creator was a Navajo woman. She was burning her pottery, her hair fell on it. She noticed the results and started experimenting with different hair. The pottery that I create, I do powwows. It's a Native American technique. I do equine venues because I do custom pieces with your horse's hair. I do memorial pieces from last clipping of my client's mane and tail hair. I also do fine arts festivals with my pieces.
So you cover quite a wide variety of shows.
I do. I'm very lucky as an artist. I have multiple markets.
Do you find a bigger response at a horse show versus a...
I do. Most of my residual sales throughout the year are commission pieces honoring horses. People that want to honor horses that have either, that are their babies, their accomplishments. Like I said, horses that have passed away. That last clipping of mane and tail hair, a lot of times people come to me and say it's been laying in a drawer for 20 years and I never knew what to do with it, and now they have a way to honor their horse.
And this is a way not to just have it laying in a drawer, they can use it as art.
Right, right.
And I don't know.
And 99% of the time when the person receives it, they end up in tears over it because it's a very moving thing for them to have that.
So how long have you been doing this?
For about 8 years, 8, 9 years now.
So how did you find out about it?
I was an art student at the time, and I had seen a very sketchy article on animal hair pottery. And I asked my instructor how it was done, and she said, you know the variables, figure it out, fire and clay. So I made about 100 little test pots, and I kept throwing them in my fireplace until I got the results that I wanted. So I'm self-taught, which in the long run was a good thing because mine is different than some of the other horsehair pottery you might see because I do mine in an open fire, which gives it the extra coloring and a little bit more, it gives it another dimension. So
you have your own studio at your home?
I do.
Very nice. Could you show us just a couple of different pieces?
Sure, absolutely. Some of the most popular pieces are the ones embellished with the braids because when ordering custom pieces, at least they get to see the original color of the horse with a braid or with a frame, because the hair always burns out black regardless of the color of the horse.
So I guess that's good for someone to know if they want to do this.
Yeah, and then I'll put the name of the horse at the bottom of the piece as well, so that, and then, another one embellished with a braid. This is a leather dream catcher in this particular piece.
Now, what is that? Just ornamental, or is that like a candle?
It could be. People do use it as a candle holder. The only thing that I suggest is to put a glass votive around it because of the leather. If it fell forward, it hurt the leather. The pottery does not hold food or water though because it's not glazed, it's waxed. If I were to glaze it, it would have to reach such a high temperature that it would burn the horsehair right back out.
Oh, okay. So it strictly is ornamental.
It is ornamental unless you put a liner in it. Some of my clients will put a floral, if they have to have functional art, they'll put a floral liner in there.
Okay.
Created. These are all handmade. I have the clay special ordered. I have...
now what kind of clay is this that you use?
It's a porcelain-based clay, but I have to have it specially made because when I do my second firing in the fire is such an inconsistent heat that I deal with a lot of thermal shock. The texture of my clay will add a little bit more grog to the clay, which helps me a little bit with the thermal shock.
Okay, very nice. Now I see the pieces over here with horses on them.
These are terracotta pieces that I'll do on occasion, and they're indoor-outdoor candle holders.
Okay.
I did these for the Quarter Fest, all quarter horses of course, slide stops and quarter horses.
Very good.
And the coarser the hair, the broader the line. So the heavier lines that you see are the tail hair and the finer lines are the mane hair.
Okay. So now speaking of quarter horses and sliding horses, you kind of have a correlation in the quarter horse and the reining horse world.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your relation in that world?
My relationship in that
Yeah.
world? Well, I've been in the horses my whole life, so I'm not just entering the market just to make a profit. Actually, I do have a quarter horse. I've got a little Palomino yearling quarter horse, and that's my gift. That's my love, and whatever I sell here should be paying for my kids' college fund, but it's paying for my horse.
That's all right. So now, do you have a website or something where folks can look?
I do. It's FromEarthToArt.org. And if you have any questions or shoot me an email, I've got a calendar on there as well for upcoming shows.
Very good. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.